I'm going to go all out in this video for a certain reason on a certain topic that may be, somewhat overdue. But, I have to address this because Wrestlingjesus, now just to bear in mind, once again, I was a follower of Wrestlingjesus. I was, a guy that liked his videos because of how funny he was. But this is not why I'm not. I'm not one of those Wrestlingjesus fans that lets his, humor, I don't put my liking towards his humor before, my morals. Okay, because I have something that's called dignity and honor, which is something that Wrestlingjesus has dismissed, a long time ago. Just a long time ago. The one thing I want to say to Wrestlingjesus is that, I'm going to go all out in this rant, just like with the Judge William Adams defenders. If you don't know who Judge William Adams is, he's a guy that he's a Texas judge who whipped his daughter, and his daughter just recently released her webcam video recording her father abusing her as a teenager, and she's about my age, and she just released, and some people are defending the fact that heinous crime that he did. But, Wrestlingjesus, deserves to be on the same lines as Judge William Adams, because him and Judge William Adams really need to be strung up and, tortured, in a very painful and heinous way. Because both of them are pieces of shit. And this video is about Wrestlingjesus because I just recently learned that he just made, like a number of weeks ago, he made fun of Big Mike's death. Now, bear in mind, I just got into Big Mike, probably like a month prior before his death, and I'm sure that, probably still some of his ass-kissing fanboys are riding his ass still, other than, putting their morals, before, their pleasures, of watching his videos and watching how funny he is. Because if you're still a fan of Wrestlingjesus right now, I just want to say this. There's only two things that you could be. You could either be, one, an idiot that was, dropped on his head when he was an infant. Two, you're just you're just a low-life scum. You're just a piece of shit, just like no different than Wrestlingjesus, and you deserve to be treated and disrespected in the same way that I and many other people with brains, with fully functioning brains, treat and disrespect and look down and ostracize Wrestlingjesus, and you and Wrestlingjesus deserve to be treated in that way. So I also lost respect for Wrestlingjesus and his fans. And if you look at the link below, you'll see that I left a little surprise for you, Wrestlingjesus, and your fans. Now, if you click on that video there and you watch it, I just want to say one thing. Okay, I don't want to go on a big rant here. It's Christmas time. Not in the mood for this. I just want to get this off my chest. The one thing I want to send for Wrestlingjesus fans is down in the description box below. I just want to tell you two things before you click that video and watch it. One, you can say that I'm a hypocrite. That's fine. But, if Wrestlingjesus says that I'm a hypocrite, or any of his fans says I'm a hypocrite, or I'm biased or whatever, anything along those lines, it's irrelevant. Because there's no way a hypocrite, someone who's already a hypocrite to, go after a hypocrite, because it's hypocritical, either way. Okay, it's hypocritical, irregardless. Number two, with him making fun of 9/11 and Big Mike, and just finding out that he did something like this again, and that you or him have no shame or remorse or any regrets for it, any whatsoever. That just shows that you guys would probably have it in you to kill someone, to take a life, an innocent life for that matter, and you would sell whatever soul you have for for a penny, I bet. So you Wrestlingjesus, and especially his fanboys that kiss his ass, that come on my videos defending this fucktard, I don't consider you human. So there's a link in the description box to a video that I want you to watch, so that you can feel pretty much the pain that I pretty much feel inside. and anything that you say against my video, you're just contradicting yourself nonetheless. And I know that I may piss off, some, people, that aren't Wrestling Jesus fans, but but are also, on my side, with the 9/11 stuff. But I just want to say that's fine, because I just want to, that the purpose of this video that I'm putting in the description is meant to piss off Wrestling Jesus and his fans. Just give them the moral taste of the medicine. Because, it may not be justifiable to anyone else, but in my book, it's justifiable to me. But you can hate me. I'm willing to, make that sacrifice and take that gambit. But also, let me point out more things here. If Wrestling Jesus is going to be upset because of what I did in this video that I'm putting in the description, that will just prove what big of a piece of shit he is. He didn't, he spared no expense, and and he felt no guilt in what he did with the 9/11. That was an American country. But once it pertains to his precious Maple Leaf Canadian white trash country, then, well, doesn't have to speak volumes there. Number 2, I'm doing the video that I'm putting down there. Just bear this in mind. I'm doing this out of revenge, and I'm doing this just out of anger and my loathing towards a certain piece of shit. But when Wrestling Jesus does something like this video, he does our comedy and despicableness. You can say that why they was despicable, but there you go. But still, people defend Wrestling Jesus still. So we're all hypocrites. I'm 95,000. Ciao.